Hello guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Banjo-Kazooie. Having our losses recouped from my death earlier, we are going to continue on up the summer tree. And we're actually pretty close to the top, so we're almost done with summer. Hopefully we will finish it rather quickly so we can move on to fall. There are new wood attachments up at this part of the tree, and we now have more notes than we did when we died previously. We're now up to 36. There are notes up here. There's a golden feather right there. We're going to go back into Nabnut's and see what has changed. Nabnut is now very fat. He ate all of his acorns, and now he has none left for the winter. There are feathers up on this shelf. Other than that, there is nothing in here, at least during this season. And we can go on down here and get a caterpillar. And, well, there's this bad guy. I was trying to get around him. Anyway, we now have 6 caterpillars, so we have more than the 5 we need, which is good because we are actually coming up to Airy. And I forgot that they put these birds in here. They make it very hard to get through this area. As you can see there, I fell because that bird knocked me down. We are going to take the shortcut up with these leaves because it is slightly quicker than going back up the normal way, or as I was about to call it, the long way, which would make much more sense that it takes less than the long way, being it a shortcut. But enough with etymologies. After killing this bird, we are going to continue back up the tree. Those birds over the platforms that just knocked me down, they're pretty hard to get around or get rid of, but it is possible, and I'm going to attempt to do so once we are back there. Although you can just avoid them, it's difficult to do because you have to get them to pop out and then you have to land and jump pretty quickly. But we are almost to the baby bird that we must save by giving him sustenance. And there we go, that bird is dead too. And now we are back at Iry's nest. And we are going to throw the caterpillars into his mouth in a very slow animation sequence. And that's it. He has now eaten his full, and he is going to grow. And I believe that he is going to sleep again. Yes, he is. He will fall asleep, and we are now done with him for this season. But as you will probably be able to tell, we will be doing more with him next season. These wood attachments that we have to jump up have been expanded, so that's nice. We have much less guesswork now when ascending this part. We have reached the top. There's nothing in the flower this time, and if we bust through the door, there is nothing up here. Yeah, there is nothing at the top of the tree for summer except for that life, but we already have 9. So, yeah, most of summer's happenings don't involve going to the top of the tree. There isn't really anything we can do with the bee that I'm aware of. I think we are pretty much done for summer, which means we should probably move on to fall. I might be missing a few things, but if I am, they will be covered in the next video or 2 videos or something. Basically, I am going to do a video where I cover up any forgotten things and that took away 2 things of health, but it is the quickest way to the bottom. And we are now going to go over to fall with about 1/3 of the video gone. Fall is actually a rather easy season. Not as easy as winter though, but I'd have to say it's much nicer than spring. Spring is definitely the hardest season, only because of the inaccessibility to things. Everything is in its smallest form. We are back here in fall, and we now need to get 10 caterpillars for Erie in this season. But as you can see, there are leaf piles everywhere, and these leaf piles are going to have things on top of them. And this one is going to have a caterpillar that we are going to grab. We now have 2. The one from summer carries over. Up here is a feather. Over here are more feathers. And up here we're actually at the base of the tree. Yeah, there are notes inside of this flower that we can either get by being invincible or going in there as the bee. There are things to do with the bee. But the most notable thing about fall, the leaves have withered somewhat and are a bit smaller. And instead of feathers or eggs, notes line the base of the tree. And so that's good for us because we like notes. There's another caterpillar down here if we defeat that bird. Over here in the water that has now risen again, we can go into Naughty's house now. And this is sort of like a swampy, murky water, but it acts as normal water. It's not going to do anything different to our air bubbles than it usually would. But up inside Naughty's home, we have some eggs, a couple of notes, and he says he's been waiting months to give us this, and we get a jiggy from him. So we now have 6 jiggies out of the entire level. There's not much else we can do in here, so we will go back out, and we are going to go over to the flower next, because there's more we can do with it. And I'm just going to swim there. There are mosquitoes that crawl this level, much like the ones from Bubblegoop's swamp. If you've noticed, these flowers have been getting bigger. There's notes in this one too, and I'm actually almost out of gold feathers, which isn't good, because there are more of those we need to go in. But if worse comes to worse, I can always do it as the bee. There's another caterpillar up at the top of this stack, and hey look, Goby is still here. So we are going to beak bust him one more time, except I missed. And he is going to spit the rest of his water onto the plant, and it will grow to its maximum and bloom out, revealing a jiggy. And he will now leave, saying that he is off to the lava world and that we will never find him there. And he's right, we will not find him there. There is no lava world in this game. But as those of you who have played it know, there is one in Tui. So maybe he's going there. There's an orange ginger on the top of that leaf pile. And now if we can climb this one, I think we have to go up the leaves, or we have to fly there as the bee, one of the two. I don't know if we can actually go up the leaves. I've never tried it, so I will. And no, we can't make it up there, so we have to go get it as the bee. But if we continue our way around the base of the tree, we will find more notes, and we have to go back and recruit the ones that we didn't get on the way over here because we skipped that area. Yeah, that's the one annoying thing about having notes along a path, is you have to take that path to get them all. And so with that bird gone, we can miss that note and then come and get these two. Actually, there's more down this way. Talon trotting is a lot faster. I'm actually surprised I didn't use it more in this LP, seeing as we are actually coming to the close of the LP pretty soon. A few more videos. Other than that, we have a little bit more of the base of the tree before we will do the fall ascension, which we probably won't complete by the end of the video because there is a lot to do up there. Mumbo's, once again, not going to do it right now, not going to bother with it. There are notes right there, and there's a caterpillar, and we're going to get hit twice by the bird. There's nothing down here. There's the last note of the follow around on the bottom. And we are now going to go up. And if we kill that bird, and we go over on these dried, withered leaves, which is actually going to be a lot harder than summer, even though they're not that much smaller. There's a mumbo token to get. We don't need it, so I don't have to go through there. But I would like to get it, so I'm going to make one last attempt. If I fall again, I'm not going to bother with it. But the shock jump pads are actually still around. We can still use these as a shortcut. All the leaves will be here. We can actually make it all the way back up there. And as long as we're this far, I'm going to make an attempt to do so. And, ooh, we almost fell to the bottom. But back up on this leaf and over here, we fall. So I'm just going to give up on it because there's not really anything else we need to do with that shortcut. It's mainly meant for summer, although we can do it in all the seasons technically, I think, except for winter. Winter, as you will see probably in the next video, is a lot different from the other seasons. Actually, it's quite different. I wouldn't say it's anything at all like, except that it's based around the tree. There's another caterpillar over here. Remember, we do need 10. We still only have 6. There's a mumbo token all the way down here on the end of this branch. And if we can make it back without falling, we can continue up the tree. We have to get away from that plant. I don't know what you would call it. But after killing these birds and leaving their life, because we don't really need it right now, we will come up to the beehive, which is a caterpillar on it. And I don't think there's anything we can do inside in fall, but I will go check. There is a note. Actually, there's 2 notes, and there is a caterpillar. 4 notes, rather, and a caterpillar. So I guess it is kind of a good thing that I came in here. Anyway, back at the top, we're going to try and finish out the video by getting to the house area. And we should be able to do so. I mean, we still have 3 minutes, but you never know. I'm surprised I haven't actually fallen going in and out of these alcoves. And farther up the tree, we are going to come up to the house, which is almost fully completed now. There is a mumbo token on this leaf and a extra life inside that plant, but I don't have the golden feathers nor the need for an extra life. The house has nothing in it except for a beehive, which I also have no need for. But if we come down here, there is a caterpillar, and the walkway is almost fully complete now. There's a mosquito here along our way, and it's going to hit me. Up here we have Nabnut, who is crying, and he says he needs 6 more acorns before winter comes, so he will have 6 acorns all winter. Yes, we have to go find 6 acorns for him. Mainly they are around his house, and we are going to start this, but we probably aren't going to finish it. If we come up to that window and break it in, we can get in here, which is filled with water. And if we dive down, there's an acorn down here that we are going to try to grab and fail at doing so. So that's 1. We need 5 more, plus we still need a few caterpillars. Back on out. With the last minute, we're going to go try and grab a couple more acorns. There's 1 up here, and there's going to be a few down there. We do have to throw the nuts to him. But over here, we are going to go get this one. And then we are going to get the one in the middle. There's actually more acorns than you need to get, I think. I'm not entirely sure about that. And what is the problem here? I cannot get this acorn. I don't know why. There we go. And with the dying seconds, we are going to grab that one and try and land on the platform below, but we fail miserably and lose most of our life. And with that, I'm going to cut the video here, and then I will climb my way back up to start the next one. Thank you guys for watching.